political murder in France, a parliamentary aide arrested, and a presidential election hanging in the balance. This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover how the brutal killing of a student is tearing a nation apart and what it reveals about the dangerous new rules of political violence. Meet Quentin Deranque, a 23-year-old math student. On a Thursday night in Lyon, his life ended. He was beaten and kicked in the head by a gang of masked men. He died 2 days later. But here's the twist. This isn't just a random street crime. This is a political assassination that has exposed the raw, violent fault lines in French society. Quentin was a far-right nationalist. He was at a small demonstration by far-right feminists at the city's Institute of Political Studies, known as Sciences Po. He was there to help protect them. And then something shocking happened. At least 6 individuals attacked him. The post-mortem showed fatal damage to his skull and brain. The state prosecutor confirmed the brutality. But here's what nobody's talking about. The suspects aren't random thugs. They are far-left militants linked to a band group called La Jeune Garde, the Young Guard, and the arrests confirm a seismic shift. 9 people are now in custody, but one name stands out: Jacques-Élie Favrat, a young man employed as a parliamentary assistant at the National Assembly in Paris. His boss, a deputy from the radical left France Unbowed Party, known as LFI. This murder is putting huge pressure on LFI, its 70 MPs, and its veteran leader Jean-Luc Mélenchon. Mélenchon is a likely contender in next year's presidential election, and now his party is linked to a murder. On Sunday, Mélenchon fought back. He said his party had nothing to do with this story. He called accusations a libel. He expressed consternation and compassion for Quentin's family. He said they oppose all forms of violence, but the damage is done. The connection is made. A parliamentary aide for a major left-wing party is suspected in the murder of a far-right activist. Here's the part that will blow your mind. This isn't just about one tragic death. It's about the weaponization of violence in European politics. It's about masked militants deciding justice on the street. It's about political parties being judged by the actions of their most extreme supporters. For 48 hours, Quentin fought for his life in a hospital. For his family, those were 48 hours of unimaginable agony. And for France, those 48 hours have become a countdown to a political crisis. The implications are terrifying. Some say this is the inevitable result of rising political hatred. Others say it's a targeted attack meant to silence opposition. But the unanswered question hangs in the air like a threat. If political violence becomes the new normal, what happens to democracy? What happens to debate? What happens to the next student who wants to attend a rally? The stakes couldn't be higher. With a presidential election next year, this murder is a grenade thrown into the heart of French politics. The far right will use it to rally supporters. The far left will be forced to defend its ranks. And the center? It might just collapse under the pressure. Quentin Deranque is dead. 9 people are arrested. And a nation is left to wonder if the streets are now a battlefield. Do you think political violence is becoming an acceptable tool? Or is this a tragic one-off event? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more breaking global news that impacts us all.